whatsoever. I, Miss Priza Rai, Principal Modern Wings Public School, welcome you all into our school. So let's have a virtual visit and I will make you a virtual visit of our school. So let's enter inside the gate. So the first thing, we sanitize our hand. It is very important to sanitize our hand and also to be hygienic in this pandemic situation. So the first thing we see here is a guard room. It is very maintained, and here our guard used to stay. They used to have their lunch also here, and they used to keep all the gadgets, tools, whatever it is necessary for them. It is very restricted for them to entry inside the school. That's why they used to keep all the things and gadgets here only. So now let's see our school playground along with the games, and also you can see the swings there, and also merry-go-round, slides for the little kids of our school. Here something is missing. We all know that is the cheerful and the smiling faces of our students due to the pandemic situation. So the first thing you see here is the greenery of our school, for which the management have keep in mind for the school's clean air, green environment. Here is our assembly area along with the stage. It is very sufficient space for the student to conduct the assembly. Here now you can see the glance of our magnificently beautiful designed school building, which is under the CCTV surveillance. Now you can see the beautiful view of our school with greenery all over here. Gradually, let's enter inside the school. After entering the school, first thing you see here is the machine where school have provided the digital iCard here. By tapping here, the parent and all, they used to get information individually that their student have come to the school and they have entered the gate, and also while after school they used to depart. Also that message used to go to the parent. So here is our reception. So here you can see the goddess Saraswati. She used to bless us with the wisdom. And here all the thoughts have been provided. So just here you can see the events of the school and also the valuable thought of our respected manager, sir. And keeping in mind for the visitors, the school have kept the shelves here. The wall have been decorated very beautifully. Here you can see the visitor waiting area along with the visitor toilet. Now you can see this is our fee counter, and just beside that here is our staff room. The staff room have well maintained, and also we have provided the locker, separate locker for them. So keeping in mind, our school have provided the fire extinguisher along with the date which is varied. And here is our transport office. Whenever parents they used to face problem of any student, they used to come here and they used to inquire here. So ahead I will show you the classes of our school. This is the class first. And you can see here it is well decorated and also the sufficient space, and you can see here the door also. One is for entry and another is for exit. And also you can see the class have been well maintained and the fan is all the side. Here you can see the behavior also, classroom behavior, what the class student they have to follow. And also the golden rules in the classes, what they have to follow in the classroom, and by how they have to maintain the discipline in the classes. The digital machine is also here, in keeping in mind for the student. Here you can see the fire extinguisher with the date valid, and also the thought have been pasted. Keeping in mind of the student, here you can see the national anthem, that how they have to show respect to the national anthem. And this is our class second. Let's enter here. So the class second is also very maintained. All the walls have been decorated with different manners, rules and regulation, and also the different boards also here. And you can see this class is also pasted with the behavior which they have to follow. And also here you can see the birthday chart of the student, and also the golden rule what they have to follow in the classroom. In every wall you have seen the fire extinguisher. So moving forward, we came in class second, class third. So this class is also very maintained, and in all the walls you can see the different varieties of things pasted on the wall, and also the golden rules is also pasted here. The class let's enter inside the class 4. Here also in the class you can see the golden rules and also the classroom behavior. Here you can see the drinking water with RO and all the tap water is running. And also keeping in mind the school have provided the Colgate also. Here you can see the school or area is surrounded with the CCTV surveillance along with the voice recorder. This is our boys' toilet. So here you can see the toilet of the boys. And also keeping in mind the school have provided the separate hand wash system and also the hand wash have been kept. Here is our maid. We have kept here her for every care of the student. So just beside that here is the girls' toilet of ours. Keeping in mind the school have provided the sanitary also for the girls and also the separation of hand wash system. And the washrooms also. So the separation of hand wash for the girls is provided here. This is our class 5 and also the rules have been pasted on here, the wall, and also the thoughts keeping in mind of the student, what they have to think and what they have to know. So let's enter inside the classroom. So in this class also you can see the golden rule have been pasted and also the behavior, what they have to behave in the classroom. And you can see the classroom is very maintained. So moving forward, this is our music room. Let's enter inside this. And he is our music teacher, Mr. Nisa Subha. Along with the wisdom of Goddess Saraswati, the student used to practice the song here on the guidance of our music teacher. Here you can see the greenery is all around the school, and also the painting is here, and the great sayings of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. Here you can see the wall have been decorated very nicely, keeping in mind of the student that how they have to be innovative in their study. Both wall is decorated with the paintings. Here you can see the mathematics, square root, algebra and all, by which the student can have fun and learn. Moving forward, this is our activity room. So let's enter inside the activity room. Here you can see the different activities students have done. Here you can see the paper-made craft are here, and also the wall have been decorated differently. Here you can see the student have made it. Here you can see the Christmas tree. In Christmas, the students have decorated it. Here is the Hindi craft made by the student. How beautifully they have designed it. Here on the occasion of Christmas, the students have decorated it and they have made it very nicely. Here is for the subject English, and the students have used the waste materials to make the craft. Moving forward, the main thing is this, the safety rules. The students they have made by themselves and the things which they have to know. Here you can see the hygiene, how they have to be hygienic, how they have to wash their hands. Here for awareness, the students have pasted all by themselves, keeping in mind of the student how they have to save the water and how much water is essential for us. And just here, this is our science craft made by the student. Here you can see the sense of organ. They have decorated the system also. They have made very nicely. The stage of germination of seeds and all. Here for the safety and hygiene, students have kept the first aid made by themselves. And for the computer project, they have made differently. You can see the laptop made by the student using the waste product. Here you can see the awareness for the saving water. and also awareness for the trafficking, human trafficking, and save the girl child. Keeping in mind the students have pasted all by themselves only, how they have to save and how they have to move on ongoing generation, how they have to treat the girls, and how they have to educate this to girl child, and how they have to stop the human trafficking. So this is our composite lab. Let's enter inside the composite lab. So she is our lab assistant, and ma'am will interact you with the equipment.
My name is Pooja ma'am.
You can see microscope is there.
This is optical bench and this is paper stand and this is microscope and this is the stopwatch steel body and this is vernier calipers and this is mirror and this is lens. This is test tube and this is test tube stand.
For composite lab, school have pasted all the walls with the chart which is necessary for students. Here you can see the human eye. Here is the human skeletal, human ear, nervous system, and so on. This is our stock register. Just beside the composite lab, here you can see the computer lab. So let's enter inside the computer lab. So sir is our computer teacher. He used to teach all the students practically and verbally also. So here you can see the lab room, what the students have to do inside the lab, by which manner they have to entry, and what thing it is necessary for a student. They used to bring only the things. So the chart is also here. Enough computers are here for the student by which they can learn. Moving forward, this is our class 6. So here you can see it is under CCTV surveillance, that students, every move of the student they can see by the teacher, and also all the rooms are surrounded with different charts, and also the classroom behavior and golden rules are pasted here. forward, this is our class 7. And here also you can see it is well maintained. And also the classroom have been pasted with the charts. And also the golden rules and classroom behavior. Ahead, this is class 8. And here you can see it is well maintained. And also the rules have been pasted here also. Ahead, this is our class 9. So here also you can see all the words that have been pasted by the golden rules, classroom behaviors in the chart. Moving forward, this is our library. Let's enter inside the library. So here you can see the library wall have been pasted by different rules, regulations which they have to follow by the student, and also the maps are there. Sufficient area for the students are here and it is well maintained. And here they have to follow the behavior also, and also they have to maintain the silence. So he is our librarian. Sir will interact you with the books.
जी मैं निशेर यादव मॉडर्न मीन्स पब्लिक स्कूल में लाइब्रेरियन हूँ। मेरी अंतिम डिग्री बिलीव है। न्यूज़पेपर स्टैंड है और ये भारत का नक्शा है और बगल में वर्ड दिन रात के लिए दिखाता है और ये जो भी फल फ्रूट्स के नाम वाले हैं और ये विश्व का नक्शा है और ये लाइब्रेरी है जो प्रथम है और ये सारी इसमें बुक रखी गई है। सब सीरियल वाइज नोट बना के रखा गया है और ये सब दूसरी अलमारी है। बाकी यहाँ अलमारियाँ सब बुक की भरी हुई हैं और ये जो है कि बुक जो पत्रिका वगैरह रखने के लिए स्टैंड बना हुआ है। ये स्टैंड में क्योंकि जो साप्ताहिक बुक होते हैं वो सब ला करके इसमें रखे गए हैं जो बच्चों के लिए पढ़ने के लिए होते हैं। और इंग्लिश में बड़े अक्षरों के जो वर्ड हैं वो यहाँ पर चार्ट पेपर है रखा गया है और ये कुछ सामाजिक परिवेश से संबंधित जो फिगर्स होते हैं सामाजिक वो यहाँ पर है और सिमोइयालिटी। वर्ल्ड का मैप विश्व का मानचित्र है जो कि विश्व को दिखाता है। और ये चार्ट है जो कि फूलों के नाम गिनाता है, फूलों को बताता है। ये भारत का मानचित्र है, इसमें बच्चे अपना देख करके पढ़ते हैं और ये मॉडर्न इंग्लिश का जो रूल होता है उसको दिखाया गया है। बच्चे रूल के हिसाब से कार्य करते हैं और ये देखिए ये बच्चों को पढ़ने की बुक पढ़ने के लिए टेबल बना हुआ है। इसमें बच्चे बैठ कर आराम से पढ़ते हैं और लाइब्रेरी कार्ड बना हुआ है। लाइब्रेरी कार्ड लेकर के बच्चों को इसमें एंट्री दी जाती है। इस पर भी बच्चे बैठते हैं, बुक वगैरह इस पर पढ़ते हैं, अध्ययन करते हैं। और ये और हमारे लाइब्रेरी में ये व्यवस्था भी है जो बच्चों का आई कार्ड बना हुआ है उसके हिसाब से यहाँ पर बुक की एंट्री की जाती है।
भी दिखाते हैं।
देखिए ये लाइब्रेरी रजिस्टर है, इस पे बुकें
can see the fire extinguisher and also the dustbin. So this is our math lab. Let's enter inside the math lab. So he is our lab assistant. Sir will interact with his equipment.
Myself, it is math. It is math geometrically shapes who helps solve questions.
बताइए सीधे चलिए.
It is cubed of a cylinder, a prism, a क्या हो गया cylinder, a circle, triangle, sphere, mirror, numbers, arrangement, instrument, wall, number, counting. It is multiplication chart, mensuration, number charts, shapes chart, multiplication table chart, pair of angles, number charts, addition chart, multiplication chart, angles, numerical charts, subtraction chart, mensuration chart, perimeter chart, numerical chart, Roman numeral charts, circle shapes chart, properties of a circle charts.
So ahead here is our medical room for the student, and this is our
खड़ा नहीं होना है.
he is permanently appointed by the school, Dr. Sanjay Yadav. And here you can see the bed for the student who used to get injured in the school or in the classroom, and wheelchair is here for the student. Here you can see the first aid kits, and for the pandemic situation you can see the temperature machine is also kept. So here also you can see the fire extinguisher with the date clear, and it is valid, not expired. So here is our sport room, indoor games. So he is our game teacher.
इस जो
First aid. First aid. Next part of indoor games. It's also indoor games and Ludo. So volleyball. It's outdoor games. And next basketballs and footballs, bats, stumps, and little child's stumps and balls, bats. Next, badminton, kite race cards,
जल्दी
leather ball kits, bats, and other parts are gloves and helmets and etc.
Ahead here is our classes, and this is class 10. Moving forward, this is class 11 for the string commerce. It is proposed. And here also fire extinguisher is here with the date palette. And this is class 11, stream science, and it is proposed. This is also fire extinguisher. This is also class 12, and it is proposed for the stream commerce. So the next class is class 12 for the stream science, and also it is proposed, and also here the fire extinguisher is here with the valid date. And the guidelines for fire extinguisher have been provided by the teacher. By what? And this is the backend room. Moving forward, this is our physics lab. And ma'am is our lab assistant, and she will interact you with the equipment.
I'm practicing, and these are magnet, compass, these are prism, plane mirror, and pendulum, bob with brass, stopwatch. These are glass slab, plane mirror, and these are screw gauge, vernier calipers, spring balance, and meter bridge with pencil. And this is radial sail, rheostat, galvanometer, voltmeter, ammeter, optical bench, and these are overflow jar. And this is resistance box, resistance coil, resistance wire, potentiometer, and like Lance cell. This is also optical bench, wooden, rheostat, resistance box, resistance coil, wire, and these are mirror, plane mirror, concave mirror, and convex mirror, potentiometer, and this is thermometer, stopwatch, Ohm's law apparatus, and this is resonance apparatus. rockets and artificial satellite, uh, optical instrument which is used in light, and a reflection of light from mirror and lens, and this is a refraction of light through lenses and mirror. And this chart is electromagnetism chart, and about Maxwell clockwise, about X-rays. This chart about eye and defects.
Register of physics. So here also for the safety measures we have kept the fire extinguisher, and this is our chemistry lab. So let's enter inside the chemistry lab. So ma'am is our assistant.
Good afternoon.
Interact you with the equipment of the chemistry lab.
Good afternoon. This is boiling tube. This is test tube stand. This is test tube. Funnel. This is rod. This is pipette and measuring flask. Conical flask. This is measuring flask. Cylindrical flask and beaker. This is burette. Burette stand. This is tongue. This is porcelain disc. This is wire gauze, tripod stand and split lamp. This is tap. That's one. This is tap running water. This is reagent stand. This is reagent bottle. This is chart. Nuclear energy chart. This is periodic chart. This is also measuring cylindrical flask. Running water. That. That's one the apparatus. Running tap. We already introduced about this all apparatus. This is reagent, copper sulfate, barium chloride, ammonium chloride, ferrous sulfate, laboratory reagent. This is aluminum sulfate and glycerol. This is acetaldehyde. This is ethanol, chloride, sulfuric acid, hydrochloric acid and nitric acid. This is chemical bonding chart. This is extraction of iron, manufacture of steel. This is litmus paper, blue litmus and red litmus paper. This is purification of water chart, manufacturers of cement and equipment chart. That much. Separation of substance chart. We have already introduced about this apparatus. Here. Here we put sand for emergency.
This is the stock register of chemistry. So here also for the safety measures we have kept fire extinguisher, and this is our bio lab. So let's enter inside the lab. So she is our lab assistant and ma'am will. So she is our lab assistant and she will interact you with the equipment.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am Babita Chope. I am a lab assistant of biology and the register of biology. Okay. This is a rose plants and the family of rosaceae. And this is the mother flower. It's a anti-section tray. Next. Water bottle. And it is a microscope. This is a microscope. And seeing the object, small object of. This is the monocot stem and it's dicot stem. This is the dissection box. Instruments of scissor, slide, watch glass, cover of slides, and a small scissor, and all instruments of dissection box. And watch glass, the objects of tomato slice and the potato slice. And this is the die-cut roots. Animal kingdom, phylum, Fulva, phylum, Coloraria, and phylum. And this is the virus, virus, type of virus, rotavirus, and influenza virus, what virus, hepatitis, cold virus, Ebola virus, poliovirus, and hypervirus. Animal cells, this is the animal cell, and plant tissue. This is the plant tissue, and stock room. And this is the meiosis in plants. Process of seen the meiosis in plants. And plant cells, life cycle of a frog, and dihydratus of pea, and photosynthesis process, DNA, amoeba, internal part of amoeba, and flowering plant, life cycle of silkworm, and this is the skeleton, human skeleton, and this is a microscope. The ear of human and human heart. And this is the brain. And this is the permanent slide of exoskeleton stems.
So this is the stock register of biology.